Prayers, Mountain Mama. I know it's a tough one. Hello, Brandon. Hello, Chili Philly. Hello, Jay and Amy. Let's see who died on the DC Capitol. I don't know that answer, guys. Anybody know that answer? Hello, Joe. Can't wait. I hear you on that one. I was just reading that one, Joe. Let's see. Sassy Sanity Pratt. Wonderful, great evening. Oh, good evening to you too. Hello, Miss Kukla. Hello, XRP Haas and Liberated. Paige, Scoba, Don Teasy. Hello, John, USMC. What is up, my devil dog? Perry. I think we've got somebody that stumbled in the room that has no idea what we're doing or here. Hey, that happens. Welcome to the room. We're talking about the news, life, currencies, economy. Hello, Marquia. It's good to see you. Busted Gia, K Crest, Savvy, LSU Girl, New Envies, WD Frank. Hello, Purple Hawk. Hello, Steve or John. What's a shaking, Dwayne? Hello, Silver Girl. Man, is it just running. Let's see. Calista said Market just called my credit union about cashing a large check. I can get $255 next day, half later, balance in 7 days. Clears in 3, but you control how. Don't. I'm telling you, it is nuts how they handle that. Frank, who's on first? I don't know. Who's on? By Cherry. I think the residents on the way out. I think we're safe on that. I was always told they would reset the currency and remove whoever was there. I'm not worried about this one. Just not worried about them. Buenas noches, Simpsonian. Hello, Pickles. Hello, Canuck Cowboy. Man, is it running. Hello, E-Dollar. Good evening. I can't wait. Finally retire by 80 and live comfortably for about 11 minutes. I shouldn't chuckle, but that was funny. I'm from Brockton, Charlie. It's good to see you after 2 Mexican Mai Tais. I'm here to finish the job. Wait a minute. What's the job? Job? Is there ice cream? Hello, B-Man. Junior, I made the mistake of reading Trump's response to the indictment in New York. That's all I did. And he mentioned something about electoral process. I read it verbatim, and they drop kicked me for a week. Boy, there's some things you just can't say. Or at least not if you're me, anyways. I must have been flying right on top of it. Right on top of the target. Bank of America is sending me lots of emails about investing in art. Seems like that's a safer bet than the US fiat. That probably checks out. Oh, isn't that a good question? If Tucker Carlson and Trump were to run on the same ticket, would they call it TNT? Let's see. What did Christy say? I had a positive $5,000 check in my account. Wanted to take some of the money back out, and they told me I could only have 400 of it that day. Wow. Howdy, Joy Boss. Fits. Ice cream's good. Speaks in Kobe degrees, looks messy, but it's going to be fine in the end. Deep State, I'll believe that one. Let's see. If you heard anything about the don't know what you mean by new aggro check, send me a picture and I'll see if I understand what you mean, if you can. Let's see. What a day. Husband is in the second dump truck to dump trip today. Fortunately, we have a next door neighbor who's a close friend that let him borrow. Oh, cleaning out. Could use a dump truck. Patriot Hero. A lot of folks did. Patriot Hero said I took 80% of my money out of the bank in December when they said I couldn't cash a $600 check. I am enjoying reading. catching up with you all. But I guess I need to dive into at least the obligatories and then listen while we wait for you guys to get through your advertisements. 2023 is set to have the highest AC bills this nation's ever seen thanks to inflation, a rising cost in fossil fuels, money-hungry energy company CEOs. The good news is that the Air Blast Pro is the solution to sky-high energy bills. Air Blast Pro is a powerful, rugged, rechargeable portable fan that helps keep you icy cool in any scenario and lasts a shocking 6 to 25 hours on a single charge. Best part is it comes with a utility belt of survival tools anyone could use in life-threatening scenarios, like a Type-C charging port to power other devices, an ultra-bright 3-level LED light, and a powerful rechargeable 7,800 milliamp battery that lasts up to 6 to 25 hours. Get the Air Blast Pro, stay cool in any scenario. Visit airblastpro.com or click the link down below to order the Air Blast Pro for 66% off with express shipping and 100% lifetime guarantee. Oh, excuse me, replacement. 100% lifetime guaranteed replacement. Darlene, I'm told there's no limit on the Zim. That's one thing my bankers have all agreed on. Now I'm hanging out. Hello, Bon Bon. Hello, Zen Jen Catastic. Chicken Farmer. Having a late coffee from Virginia. Let's see. I saw this one and I had to chuckle with a little of the gallows humor that we have taken to of late. Took all my money out of the bank also. Don't know where I'm going to hide. $3. Wait, let's see. Whoa, make it stop. Make it stop. It's going too quickly. How are you going to handle your use of the QFS system? Until it happens, I don't know what to tell you. I've kind of thought this one around many ways. I'm always worried about control or government control. I don't like people telling me what I can and can't do with my own money if I'm not doing anything nefarious with it. If I'm just spending my money how I want to spend my money, I don't want somebody telling me how to spend my money. I don't know how secure I'm going to feel straight out of the gate. A lot of it's going to depend on the process. I was planning on splitting mine between a number of operational accounts and then starting to pick up as many hard assets. When I say hard assets, I mean things like metals, properties, real estate, things like that. Hello, R. Mesmer. Yep. Well, I get back on tomorrow or Thursday. We've been on the backup channel now for about a week. Let's see, I have got 7 gold, $1. Well, it went too quickly. Guys, I'm missing a lot. It's moving too fast for me. I'm trying. I have no idea what you mean by that. What about the ZOM or Zim book? Something? Yeah, I'm missing a lot here. It's going too quickly. Whiskey helps. Ads. Oh, I forget. YouTube guys, you can't see what's going on. I suddenly got a little quieter because the folks over at Twitch are getting inundated with their 10-minute in ads that they've started doing. They've really changed what we can and can't do, and the advertisements and advertising on Twitch. Hey, ad revenue went up $20 or $30 a month when they did it. Of course, there's thousands of you watching ads every day, and it only went up $20 or $30. Oh, Amazon's making a fortune off Twitch. That checks out. I think YouTube just picks on you, Mark. Frank last night used every word that they banned you for. HoneyGuard, I'm glad he did it, and I hope he does not get popped for it. Because I am all about freedom of speech. I'm just not against. I'm just not for negative Nellies. We got better things to do. Go say it somewhere else. Let's see. So went to the bank to cash a $350 check. Tell her wanted ID. I gave her my debit card. Then she wanted more. After I told her to just give me the check back, she called in the reserves. Lady I know came to the window and told me in a few days I would not be able to get cash out doing a system change out. Asked if they had the new currency, and she replied, "Not yet. I was a customer before this rookie was even born." I love it. Operational account. An operational account is what I call like account you use all the time. One that has exposure because you use the debit card from it, you use a check from it, so it's easy to get the numbers, it's easy to find the routing number, the account number, etc. off of it. So you don't want to keep as much money in there. This is something that every one of my wealthy friends do. They'll have like a safe account or bigger account, and they will move money to their what they call their operational account, the one they use. They pop into a restaurant, they go on down to pick up bagels, Walmart, wherever, grocery store, and they use that one. That's their operational account. They pay their bills out of it because it is more likely to get hacked, somebody to find a card when you lose it, etc. That's what I mean by an operational account. Hopefully that made sense to you guys. Yeah, that you need identification to deposit. Think about how crazy that is. Can't redeem yet. And I've started making myself pull money and use cash far more often. Yeah, pretty much always have to have an ID to cash a check or a large check. Yeah, totally get that one. I'm talking about like to put in money when you've dealt with them for years. What you say, you have plenty of time to turn in all your fiat. You're not taking it to an exchange. You're just using it up, taking it to the bank. I'm told you'll have at least 60 days, probably more like 90 days at least, to trade it in, use it, spend it, give it away, trade it in, etc., etc. Yeah. See, Behoot. Yeah, I got hacked last week. See, and if you had all your big money in there, somebody could have gone and bought something really expensive and dipped, and you may not be able to get all your money back. Okay, I have not spoken to Nader. I'll reach out to him this evening, see if we can get him to pop in. As I understand it, he's there pretty much for the next few weeks. So we should have plenty of time once he's gotten a lot of the friends and family stuff out of the way. Hello, massage dude. Okay, let's dive in and officially deliver that nothing burger. Hey, this hat was closed, so we just ran with it, guys. It's been very, very, very quiet on the RV side today. From Iraq to banks to bonds, plenty of conversations with them. It's not that they are keeping quiet. They have their eyes, especially on the bond side, on developments tomorrow and continuing from there for like 4 or 5 days. So I'm getting some very interesting time schedules from bond people. Hopefully I can get an update again before the morning. Don't know what to expect. Hoping we will get a lot of activity tomorrow on that front. Otherwise, I mean, it has been just super quiet today. Just no fresh news. The news continues to be very upbeat and positive with what we hope is their goal of our next, 4 days or so. Very quiet. Probably could have done a nothing burger, sent out a tweet, put it in Telegram, but I enjoy my time with you guys, so I'm here anyways. And we've got some interesting things happening in the world news, though, that is getting fun. Poor Biden camp. When it rains, it pours on them. That's many varies means that many vary. Paul, it was pretty much a nothing burger. Probably should have just said, hey, nothing burger. I think the silence is golden. Now let's get into it because we do have some interesting things. Sorry, guys. Somebody's jamming. Waiting for that. Now they're gone. Let's do this one. What happened to others can go before Iraq? No, I think Iraq can go before others, but I've never expected the others can go before Iraq. Please explain why bondholders don't necessarily have to wait. Different pools of money. There are different lumps of money to pay for different portions of this process. That's one we've discussed and explained many times. We could probably rehash it. We'll see if Mr. C's up for it on Friday. All right, let's keep running. Russia launching payment system with no restrictions, digital currencies to be completely unrestricted. Now keep following this idea here. This is what I had mentioned in a number of times in the last few weeks. Money wants to be agnostic. It doesn't want restrictions on it because you don't like this country or you don't like that one. People need to be able to use it. It can be used for good or for bad. This is a huge piece dropping in the last day. Russia launching payment system with no restrictions. They don't care. They don't care where you're at. They don't care what you're doing. They just, hey, you made a transaction, business deal, you spent your money, somebody expected it, great. We don't know. We don't need to know how you spent your money. This is key. This is what will break the entire central bank digital currency, control of money, the U.S. banking system. It will implode it because this is what money's looking for. Money doesn't want all kinds of strings and restrictions on it. Tim, have you heard we're only getting 1% up front? Oh, yeah, I've heard it from you guys, but my bankers, 0 of them say we are only getting 1%. All right, now let's keep going. Financial Times, EU and Japan, European Union and Japan resist the U.S. plan to ban all G7 exports to Russia. Things aren't going well. We are losing the public opinion more. The U.S. is not, things are not going as well. So this is coming, of course, it's posted on Yahoo News, but it's coming from the Kiev Independent. So they're probably a little upset with the European Union and Japan. There's let's say, look, this makes no sense. You're asking us to cut off our nose to spite our face, not to sell goods. We have companies, they have employees, they have tax revenue. Our country needs the revenue. We need to be able to sell products. We're not going to play your game. This one to me is a big one. All right. There's all kinds of chat going on. Wish I could pay more attention to it. But let's keep running with this one because we're starting to see a lot of fallout going on. I've mentioned it over the past week or so as the narratives are changing. Once again, First Republic Bank expected to be seized by the U.S. government. This is a breaking story. I gave you guys a heads up that I was expecting First Republic to tank this week, early in the week. Here we are midweek, and they're already looking at government seizing it and taking it over. I tried to tell the world banking woes weren't over. Can I tell you how many trolls I've had tell me I was nuts and the banking system was fine? A whole heck of a lot. The fundamentals didn't change. It always comes down to the fundamentals. Follow the fundamentals. You can leave all the hype alone. You can leave all the whatever their opinions are alone. Follow the fundamentals. The fundamentals tell you that the banking system is broken and we have another one collapsing and the government stepping in. Wonder if that will cause more banks to implode. South Africa's ruling party wants country to quit unfair international criminal court, meaning it would not have to detain Putin for war crimes if he visits for summit later this year. Okay, this is an ongoing drama. The UN's International Criminal Court, or the ICC, the International Criminal Court, issued an arrest warrant for Putin, claiming war crimes. Of course, how many countries have issued one for just about every recent American president? You know, Iran, Iraq. I mean, yeah, it's a common thing. But as a member of that International Criminal Court, South Africa would be beholden to do their part. So they're like, we're just going to cancel our membership. We're leaving. We're not part of this because he's coming here for a summit. It's part of BRICS. We believe in BRICS. We don't want to play this SWIFT game with the Federal Reserve and the European Bank. So bite me, they went out. Now, this is interesting because they attempted to leave back in 2016, 2017 for those history nuts that are with us. And they claim that they did not do it in the proper way. So they want to let them quit. They're like, no, you're still part of the International Criminal Court. Well, this time, South Africa followed exactly what they told them they messed up with last time, are filing everything, ruling parties putting it in. They want out. There are more separations, part of the de-dollarization, guys. That is what that is part of. Now I'm going to keep running with that one. Just so you understand, it is not just Daily Mail. It is making all kinds of news. ICC issues arrest warrant against Vladimir Putin, who's expected to visit South Africa in August for BRIC conference. They are dipping. That is breaking international news today, guys. Now a little bit of fun on this front. Newsmax and OAN, Tucker Carlson after Fox exit. Of course, man, everybody's trying to get him. Glenn Beck has made a pretty much open offer and said, hey, come join with us. What are you going to do? I like this one, though, and maybe we had something to do with it, maybe not. The Turning Point speech, which was Tucker Carlson's his speech this past weekend, not his final speech, he probably has many more to come, has gone viral, has gone absolutely nuts. And if you listen to him over the past few weeks, he has talked about some very interesting things. He's talked about how he was part of the problem, how mainstream media is used to, how he regrets not being more of a critical thinker. He regrets not questioning more things when he was told, or writing them off as conspiracy theories, because once he did start diving, he found many of them were true. And I find this one just, you watch that move, you watch his change from 2016, 17 to today, and you watch that evolution. Of course, he was a spoiled Ivy League insider before, and then he started to think about the level of control that they have over you. He's been talking about this a lot, talking about how he was furthering the agenda of the globalists, and he started fighting. This is why he has gone at Fox, not over some lawsuit, not over whatever it is. He is bucking the world order. He's bucking that world domination, that global elite, that WEF world, which is dominated by the Soroses, the Murdochs, the Gates, etc. And he had the audacity to do it. I have really enjoyed watching this thing play out. The problem is they didn't take us seriously. They didn't take Glenn Beck seriously, and he is proven to be a juggernaut with Blaze. Independent folks like us, you come to us for news now. You lose Tucker, I don't think he's well, I'm positive he's not replaceable. And there's a difference. You see some of these people leave, whether it's Laura Ingraham, you have some of these smaller people leave and they do their shows. They draw less than I do. They draw maybe a tenth of what Jimmy Dore does. This is not going to be the case with Tucker. He's going to kill it. His voice just got immensely, exponentially bigger. Watching this play out, watching this change, and I find it interesting because people don't go to mainstream media now for their news. They are starting more and more to get it from folks like myself, which of course puts a lot of pressure to do it and do it right, or you're just gonna, there's so many out there that just, man, they're just flashing the bang. It's all about bam, bam, bam. It's all about whoo, scare, whatever it takes to get you to click, instead of taking it seriously. So I hope he takes it seriously, just like Glenn Beck takes it seriously. There are many that I think do a great job. But I find that interesting because this is not just the right. Even though we were some of the first to be removed from mainstream media, we were some of the first voices to be controlled, silenced, manipulated, shadow banned, just like they're doing here. You guys, many of you guys are in here chatting to your, plugging in, you're getting no response. You're putting it in, they're hiding you. I mean, we know from Twitter they hide you. We know, I mean, this isn't a question anymore. We've seen the releases, we've heard the testimonies. They hide many of you guys, and they do it so you get pissed off and leave, or you get mad at me or others in the community. But now everybody gets, not everybody, but a large portion of the population gets their news from alternative sources. Well, that's progressives on the left, whether that's Jimmy Dore, whether that is myself on, more on the right. I mean, we're a dime a dozen at this point. Some, I hope, truly end up special when this entire wild, wild west of news settles out in another year, 2 years, however long it takes. They have no idea the monster they just unleashed. I don't know if this tirade made any sense to you guys, but it did to me. Just trying to get it all across to you guys. We are watching a seismic shift. We, the people, are taking it back. We, the people, are becoming the press that we used to have. That freedom of speech, every time they try to silence us, we get louder. we find a different venue and people go to it. They can continue to censor. They can continue to take it down here. All it is going to do, you can cut a man's tongue out, but you cannot silence the truth. The truth will come out no matter what. Particularly, what's the word I'm looking for here? Encouraged by what I'm watching. See, let's see. I would listen to Tucker if he was a soccer broadcaster, and I love soccer. See, I support Tucker t-shirt in the works. The truth always wins. Sooner or later, it gets Miss Steffi. It's good to see you in here, though. Good to see you in the room. You've been missed when you're not here. All right, let's keep going. I did not mean to go off that far of a tangent. Let's get back to it. Hunter Biden ordered to appear in court for paternity hearings. Why is this one important? This one's interesting, guys, as we have watched the Biden administration or Biden family dodge so many bombshell reports or leaks or behavior that would have taken any other family down, any other person in politics. They have somehow, of course, with the help of the intelligence community, managed to somehow stay there. But this one is interesting. So their next hearing, he's saying, hey, every time there's a hearing, you got to be here in person, is what the judge said. I'm tired of this. This is dragging out. This is stupid. Trying to change. He did finally start paying child support based on earning nothing. And of course, there's a laptop that shows all of these deals and money he got in banking. So at this point, it actually looks like the person that's going to get a hold of all the documentation may end up being the paternity judge that is forcing it for him to pay child support. Our FBI can't do diddly. Our CIA, MIA, or just busy manipulating us. Every court in D.C. ineffective. And it looks like we may end up owing it to an Arkansas court that's like, hey, there's proof. I need proof. I want to see it. It talks about transactions. I'm just getting a kick out of this one, guys. This one is absolutely epic. You should have just agreed the kid was yours and paid the bills. This is kind of like when they got Al Capone on tax evasion. Dr. Thunder, many thanks. Huge thanks. Right? A great one also today from Chuck Grassley. The FBI has evidence of potential criminal conduct by members of the Biden family. He just drops it. I mean, right there on the floor. Forbes covering it. Forbes breaking news. And if you have not seen it yet, President Trump on YouTube releases web video addressing Joe Biden's announcement to run for president. He gives a very long laundry list of everything Biden has screwed up and done wrong, and how we need to make America great again and work and do whatever it takes. Pull ourselves together to fix all of the problems that have been caused. Let's see, Zafads, FBI and CIA do plenty, Mark. I'm guessing those are our train tippers, fire starters, and source for boomy things. I think you're probably accurate. And probably 90% of my trolls in the room. On another note, Bud Light's hangover gets worse. Rivals Coors Light and Miller Lite sales spike 18% in wake of Dylan Mulvaney debacle, as flagship brand suffers a 17% dip in sales. And industry insiders call crisis an extremely difficult scenario. Now, this one's very interesting, guys. Follow this one. Coors Light and Miller Lite seen a huge rise in their sales following the backlash against the American flagship brand. 2 senior members of the Anheuser-Busch team have been placed on leave following the controversy. Between April 2nd and April 15th, overall volume of sales of Bud Light at bars and restaurants out in public dropped by 34.7%. So I guess there's still, and this is funny, and hopefully some of you guys out there will appreciate my humor that is about to hit you. So their overall sales are down 17%, but their sales in public are down 34.7%. So does that mean that about 17% of those Bud Light drinkers that won't drink in the bar, but they'll drink it at home, are closet Bud Light drinkers? They're still in the closet. Anybody? No. Man, that is pure, solid comedic gold for anybody that is paying attention. All right. I've tickled myself. Tedros Adhanom. Yeah, I can't even say that. What's lurking behind this genial smile? Man, they did a deep dive on his background. This is the person, the WHO Director General. If you guys want to know who's in charge over at the WHO, this is a great read. I'm not certain we have anybody legitimate in our world politics that isn't just perhaps a bit on the evil side. Speaking of evil, 3 former presidents launch a NGO to fly illegal aliens into the U.S. They even partner with American Express, and I was actually thinking about getting an American Express card again. But they have partnered with them to give them prepaid debit cards, fly them in, pay for airfare. Donations are needed to fund the flights for newcomers to travel to the U.S. The new group's web page declares those forced flees often leave behind all. Look, my heart breaks for people that are forced to leave, but you got to make an attempt to fix your own country. Hey, I've not seen you in a while, Ripple Effect. Glad to know you're still there, or maybe you just got some more in. Let's see. Yep, Pendleton, a bottle of Pendleton military grade Canadian whiskey. I must say it kills Crown Royal. Not a Crown Royal fan, like wicked hangover. Frederick, thank you. I take that as a great compliment. Somebody just said, beware the use of CGI. Absolutely, guys. You will probably see deep fakes of me, Tucker, deep fakes of Joe Biden, deep fakes of world leaders. It is a scary time right now on what you can and cannot trust. Would you give to your children before or after the RV? Patty, they have their own currency, but for me, I would give before, where I at least write the gifting letter, put an envelope, seal it, sign it, have somebody else possibly date it and witness it, just in case the tax structure doesn't change. Oh my God, the image of him in a crop top and short shorts image came back. Biggie heart. Like, ooh, ooh. Biz, I love this. I was standing behind a woman the other day at the convenience store who was buying a case of Bud Light. I just stood there shaking my head, and the cashier almost lost it, probably laughing. Let's see. Okay, I'm trying to keep up. Your kids were smart. Hey, look, my kids did great. We don't agree on everything. They're, of course, as they get older, they get more conservative again. It's children, right? They listen to their parents for a while. You raise them and you do the best you can. Then they go off to college and the world programs them, the system programs them. Then they get out, realize what's going on in the real world and said, Dad, you were right. It's particularly rewarding. You just have to know that you are going to go through that. To me, means a whole heck of a lot. Tucker's humility to admit his gross ignorance and his apology for attacking truthers will speak to many conservatives, blue pill normies. I think, Peter, I agree with you 100%. That's why when I look at maybe even some of his older stuff, or and he's a self-admitted, he was like, I was a Trump hater. Not me. He was saying that. Now, you guys know me. I was not a Trump fan at all, and he has grown on me. I still think he's brash. I still think there, possibly some people that I would rather see there. But he's the perfect man for the job. He's the asshole general like Patton was. He's the perfect job at the perfect time to do the role. And you got to give him mad props for that. He's been a lightning rod. Tracy, it's just you, Frozen. All right, let's see. Can we get a credit or debit card in another country and use it here? Yeah, should be able to, no problem. All right, I need to pay attention. Laney identifies as a skinny person. I'm a trans slender. Would any of you guys, all right, we got a lot of business owners in here. If somebody came to you and they had they gave you their resume, and it had all kinds of pronouns, all kinds of whatever, and this little flag and this little whatever on it, would you hire them? I mean, I don't care what you I how do I do that when I not step on toes? I don't care what adults do behind closed doors with consenting adults. I just don't care. I really don't. There are just certain things that don't need a sideshow. Politics is one, and government, business, you don't need the sideshow. You need people to come in, look professional, and do their job. So I'm looking for in government too. This whole thing, I'm not going to pretend for somebody else. I'm just not going to do it. Don't have it in me. And I know it gets me canceled a lot. Not, I'm okay with it. I don't dislike, I don't hate. I'll respect you. I'm not going to use your pronouns. I'm just not going to do it. I'll use your name if you would like to be called something else, but I'm not going to pretend with you. Gerald, it's good to see you. Well, that's okay. I don't look at my phone if you text me during a podcast. So, all right, I need to get busy, guys. 7:36. I went right trans slender. I love that one. No, me neither. That's like me. And guys, you've seen it. It's like, the kid that wants to be a dinosaur. Would you turn him into a dinosaur? It's the kid that, say, can I tell you how many times as a kid we jumped off the garage roof onto a pile of mulch thinking we could fly, hoping we could fly, thinking if we could only fly. That would be like a parent sitting, saying, hey, maybe you just didn't jump off a roof high enough. Maybe we need to go, up here, a 6-story instead of a 1-story, and jump. Maybe that will do it for you. It's just crazy. It is crazy, and I can't even believe we're having a discussion. That we're having a discussion to me is stupid. So that's what I think about this one. Diddy do. My daughter wanted to be a lion when she grew up. I think pretty much all my kids wanted to be a dinosaur. Well, at least my daughter and my oldest wanted to be dinosaurs. I don't think Riley ever wanted to be a dinosaur. But, Zach and Lucy, they both wanted to be dinosaurs. Rick and Tina, right? No, I'm with you. All right, guys. Yes, I cannot think of a member of my family that does not have currencies. All right, guys, that's it. I'm out of here. I'll see you in the morning. Hopefully, we'll have some news because this afternoon was awfully, awfully dry on the RV front. Some really phenomenal world news and happening and fun stuff, but it was very, very quiet on the world news side. Pray, keep thinking positive. Remember, our best days are ahead, not behind. They're going to convince you guys. They're going to continue to run doom, gloom all over the news. Just prepare yourselves. Get ready to pick up the pieces. Throw the Band-Aid on humanity. Their best days are ahead. All right. Bye, guys. Wait, make sure I didn't forget anything. Kukla, did I forget anything before I do this? Because once I click the button, there's no taking it back. Link for video upload. I'm waiting for it right here. Well, it's on the submission one. Let me go to the home one. I will drop the link. Kukla's been dropping it throughout the, wow. I don't know what is going on here. My computer is fighting me. All right. It's over there in chat. Bye, guys.